Oh, hello there. I'm Donovan McIntosh, and I come from a long line of architects for the fantastical. In my life, I've been fortunate enough to develop properties from the weird to the wonderful the world over. Every day, we get dozens of young hopefuls applying to our firm, hoping to find their happy ever after. That'll be one of them now. Very good of you to come. So I'm going to jump right in with a straightforward question. An interview isn't just about seeing if you're a good fit, it's also about seeing if you know your stuff. Remember, it's important to keep yourself safe on the job. Long hair should be tied back. You don't want to be working on a beautiful tower window only to find a prince climbing up your luscious locks. You'll also want to invest in some flambarded clothing, just in case of any unfortunate run-ins with dragons. Are you comfortable with heights? I hope so, because high towers and turrets are a staple of most castles. Every self-respecting would-be architect should have their own toolkit, complete with all the basic essentials. Screwdriver? Tape measure? Hammer? And what may look like an ordinary shoelace, but is actually perfect for restraining feral house pixies. And for larger beasts, a longsword. There are other features that need to be considered thoroughly. For example, when working on subterranean levels, cave trolls prefer a more rustic look, whereas a client keeping ogres may prefer reinforced walls. Many of our clients like to include elaborate water features in their dream homes. However, when planning someone's moat, it's important to check with your client what they intend to keep in it. Remember, there are different regulations for keeping koi as opposed to a kraken. It's always important to visit your client somewhere that isn't your own residence. The last thing you'd want to do is invite a vampire into your home. It's important to understand your client on a personal level. If your client is a werewolf, for example, they may appreciate a skylight to bask in the natural moonlight. However, if they're a vampire, you may wish to keep windows to a minimum. Would you perhaps be able to show me some designs on the spot? Do you have any?
Well, I might be able to magic something up if you know what I mean.
Yes. In this new era of generative technology, it may be tempting or convenient to use shortcuts, but remember, clients always appreciate that personal touch. No, none of that. None. Putting together a workforce is a struggle that any new architect needs to come to terms with. Woodland animals are efficient, but lack the upper body strength to lift building materials, whereas henchmen are strong, but incompetent. Finding the balance is key to a good team. Remember to ensure that gaps should be sealed at all times to prevent goblins from sneaking in. They're a small but resourceful people. It is vital to ensure a keen eye and attention to detail. While iron may be a strong and reliable material to work with, it is also lethal to fairies. Instinctively knowing your client's needs is what makes a truly great architect.
I have got experience of giving quotes and taking payments as well. I have taken payment from a pixie once, although they weren't very happy about it, I do have to say. I had to prize the money out of their tiny little hands, but it's a skill that I'm hoping to develop as an intern.
When dealing with witches, it's important to keep religious symbols on your person, just in case they try to place a hex on you to get a better quote. Which also brings me to the issue of payment. When a bill is due, make sure not to accept any gifts of apples. Can't accept payment if you've been poisoned now, can we? Of course, yes, you understand.
Yes.
You understand.
Sorry.
This really is an all-consuming life passion, you know. It has to be the crux of everything you do. You have to eat, breathe, sleep, die this profession. As a leader, when in doubt, trust your gut. Unfortunately, on this occasion, Donna has not been successful in her application. A dynamic workplace needs a dauntless dame, not a damsel in distress. Maybe a little bit more experience working with our particular type of clientele, and, you know, there might be a nice entry-level position for you further down the line. How would you say about that?
Oh, well, I can't lie, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Of course.
Right.
Yes, well, I appreciate you taking the time to come down. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
You're more than welcome. Please do try again another time.
Thank
you
you.
very much.
It's been wonderful to meet you.
Yes, a pleasure. It is a pleasure to meet you. Not every fairy tale can have a happy ending, but don't let that deter you. If you think you've got the chops, apply for Donovan McIntosh, architect of the magical, the mystical, and anything but the mundane.